Hey guys, Garden Shed here, and welcome to Derby. And we're here for the Sink the Planet Cafe run. I'm meeting them at McDonald's, so I can see the sign from here. I am stupidly early. Where am I going? McDonald's. Well, we are here, and there's quite a few people, which is nice. Just met Dean. I first saw him, was it? Oh god. And was it Dove Cottage ride, and then Skeggy came up. He didn't announce it to anyone because he decided that if he came it would be a surprise, and if he didn't come, that if he couldn't be bothered to get out of bed, then he wasn't letting anyone down. A couple of 125s. I'm at the back, yay! I like being at the back. So I think there's quite a good turnout. I don't really know, I think there's about 20 bikes or something like that. The journey here was pretty uneventful, I must say. It was warm but uneventful. So yeah, Wyvern Biker, Lone Wolf Rider, Skeggy here, obviously Dean who organised the whole blooming thing. I'm not quite sure on everyone else. See, what I have noticed with rides that I go on and things is I always end up at the back. So, because I just like tootling, I don't want to go and hoon it along and stuff like that. So, if I start at the back, it's quite nice. I can watch the snake winding its way around. Seeing those signs, every single town, village, stuff like that says stop building. Well, you have to be slightly diplomatic with it, because of course, where do you build? If everyone says don't build here, but where do you build? You know, you're only going to end up building in the middle of nowhere, which is going to cost the government millions and millions and millions and millions of pounds. They think you're building it like the end of my garden. We've got amazing views, but at the end of the day, you've got to live somewhere, haven't you? And maybe that's just because I'm trying to get on the property ladder and house prices are ridiculous, and the only way they're going to go down is if they build more. But everyone goes, oh, I can't build in my village, can't build in my town. Well, fine, so they'll build in the cities, but then the cities are only going to get bigger, and then they'll swallow up the towns and the villages. So, I mean, it's happened near me. You know, it's two villages, but they've built and built and built, and they've become the same village. Well, they're not still the same village, but you can't distinguish the difference. You can't get used to those cruisers. They look like they're about to like, it just looks like they got their feet out in your rear view mirrors. It looks really odd. Seeing people riding pillion, I'm in two minds. Like, it would be fantastic if my girlfriend came with me. Absolutely awesome, you know, meet loads of people, see loads of beautiful places, but she just doesn't have an interest in bikes. So she wouldn't get her own, and she sure as hell wouldn't climb on the back of me. That sounds wrong. I'm liking these rides where it's just people tootling along and you're not having to go hoon it. It's just beautiful, really beautiful. You don't get bits like that round me, like this round me. You know, nice big hills. I mean, sure we have windy roads and stuff, but not to this scale. Monkey me! Okay, they look slightly more ridiculous than people in the mirrors with their feet hanging out. Can't remember if I mentioned this in a vlog, seeing that think sign. I think really should made a road out of this, because every decent motorbike road has a think sign on it. Now, they must know where they're posting their own signs, so why can't they let everyone else know? You know. For the safety conscientious biker, it would be like the ultimate guide to roads. Now, there is a problem I have noticed with Katie, which is sometimes she gets a little warm under the right leg, so my right thigh. I think it's because the exhaust is there, and if it's hot, then it makes my leg warm, I think. Yeah, I can't work out what it is. I'll check the oils, chains tension, but that would be left leg. I really don't understand what it is getting warm and creating so much heat that I can still feel it. Whee! See, I like things like this, which is like old England, you know, you've got the old railway bridges and things like that. It's just brilliant. I love the old stone walls and things like that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. People should be shot that do 40 and a 60. Obviously not me, because I'm actually stuck behind people, but it's ridiculous. Ooh, corners. Whee. There's one of my brother's friends who, don't know why, he went on a visit to Derbyshire. Absolutely loved it so much. He loved like the stone walls and things like that. So completely unrelated, just because he liked it, he decided to do a dry stone walling course. Now, he's never done anything with the qualification, he just decided it was something he wanted to do. I've never understood what is it with people at motovlog that shout whenever they see an animal. Even I find myself doing it. Lovely oldie farmhouse. Cows, more cows, lots of cows. Cows everywhere. See, every road other than the road we're on is a 60. So why is this a fucking 50? Like, as soon as you glimpse down turnings and stuff like that, it says 60, like national speed limit. Why is this 50 then? It's bizarre. Really, really bizarre. I keep banging on about it. I need to soften my suspension. I think that's why I only have to adjust the chain every like 1,000 miles, is because this swing arm doesn't sort of bounce up and down much because I'm not heavy. So the chain doesn't really stretch, which is great. This is really pretty. Really, really pretty. I like this. Don't like cars. They can all go to hell. Sheeps and horses and... oh wow. Oh, right. Time to get a move on, I think. It's been brilliant. Sat and had some cake, chatting to people, met some new people. All was good. And then, now I just need to find my way back. So I very kindly asked Dean which way Bakewell was, and he pointed that way. So I just double check that. So I asked a Rambler. And he was like, oh no, Bakewell's straight down this road. So, but it was the way he said it. I think he might be right. Failing that, I get to play on Katie for a bit longer. See, everyone's used to roads like this round here. Oh, pothole. I'm not used to these roads, so I don't want to tank it. So we don't get roads like this here. Cows, more cows. But no, it's absolutely fantastic ride. I really enjoyed myself. And it was nice to go on a ride where everyone's not hooning it. It was just nice and settled. You know, most of the roads there and back there were 50 miles an hour. So that was really good. See, I was right. They were right. And I did think I was right. Trying to lead me the wrong way. Oh shit. So my theory and planning of the journey home is A6 to Derby. Ooh, Cobra. Not a very nice Cobra. It's a bit light, the blue, for my liking. That reminds me, I've got my Goodwood Revival tickets have come through, so that's fantastic news. So yeah, that's on September the... Oh god, I've got so many dates in my head. I'm useless with dates. Ivan Biker was like, oh, so you're coming on the 16th. I was like, what's the 16th? He's like, Chip Shop Run. Oh yeah. I was literally talking to him about it about an hour earlier. I'm just useless at dates. That Cobra's behind me. They don't look right on modern plates, do they? So the modern replicas, like when Dad had a replica, it was a really nice replica, but because of the age of the chassis it was built on, it was pre-tax. He paid no tax and it was on classic plates, whereas this guy's on modern plates. And I'm not trying to be a snob or whatever, but it just doesn't look right. Dad's was beautiful though. It was dark navy with a cream interior. No stripes, nothing. It was really, really nice. I must, and if I remember, I shall put a picture of it in the description. And then he sold it because Mum made him sell it to pay for my brother and I to go to school. Yeah, that's right, I'm privately educated, but to be fair, my dad sold his Cobra and we moved to a smaller house just so my parents could pay the school fees. So you can hardly call me posh. And I only did 2 years. I'm not far from Chatsworth House. Shit, they're after me. So something I meant to talk about was the origins of my channel name and where A Garden Shed comes from, and A Garden Shed Vlogs. A Garden Shed has always been my Xbox gamer tag. Well, not always, since Grand Theft Auto 4. And the reason I know that is because it was the first game I had where it had a thing that says, like, the kill feed says, I don't know, whoever drove over whoever, or steamrolled whoever, or fucked up whoever, or whatever it was. So, I thought, well, it'd be quite cool if I had something interesting that would go into that, rather than just like some completely random name. So what can I have? And I tried things like the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, various other things, and none of them were acceptable. So I thought, right, let's think of something completely random. Looked out the window and saw my shed. I was like, A Garden Shed. So I changed my gamer tag to A Garden Shed. So naturally, setting up YouTube, thought, yeah, set my YouTube channel as Garden Shed. Then when I launched the vlogging channel, that was the problem I had, because I wasn't sure what to call the channel, because I like the Garden Shed bit. I think it's different. I wasn't sure what to call the vlogging channel. And I didn't really want a Garden Shed 2 or a Garden Shed Extra or something like that. So I was like, well, it's vlogs. So I might as well start and call it A Garden Shed Vlogs. I don't really like it because it's too long. A Garden Shed is long enough. A Garden Shed Vlogs is too long. There's an interesting looking car up ahead and I want to see it. It looked like it had a canopy on it. Katie's... Oh, wow. Holy shit. How cool is this? You wouldn't have much of a garden with those houses, would you? This is beautiful. I've never actually seen a hill where you have to get a cable car. How cool is that? So, we are now somewhere in Leicester, albeit a little bit lost. Typical, isn't it? I managed to go through Derby. Sorry, I managed to get to Derby. Then, no problems at all. I get to then go from Monyash, something. Wherever we ended up. I go from there to Bakewell, don't get lost. Go from Bakewell back to Derby, don't get lost. As soon as I end up in Leicester, close to me, where I know Leicester fairly well, I take a wrong turn and get lost. I am such a moron. I really am. So I was coming along this road, I thought, I don't recognise this. Now I know why I don't recognise it. Because I'm a muppet. Then I got back to McDonald's, and that was fine. And then, clearly my way was really long, because Skeggy and Dean then, turns out, actually got back to the McDonald's that I was aiming for, Ultimate GTR, before I did. But I went a nice way. I had a nice scenic route, although the traffic was horrific. Oh, I'm looking forward to that cup of tea when I get home. They always say the last few miles of any long journey are the most dangerous, and I can kind of understand that. I am really hungry. Mind you, I suppose since 8 o'clock this morning, all I've had to eat is a slice of lemon drizzle cake. Well, I thought I was really hungry on the ride. And then we actually got to the cafe and I wasn't very hungry. I think I'd gone past. It was good lemon drizzle. Except, my one begrudging thing. They sprinkled chocolate sauce on the plate. Like, weaved it on the plate. 3 things in this world that I really cannot stand. Chocolate is one of them. Anyway guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you ever so much for watching, and take care.